Hi, this is Franz Cantor, cartoonist, illustrator and toon talker, and I'm here today with
Jim Bridges, and I'm the president of the Australian Cartoon Museum. And,
Huzzah!
yeah, and we're doing a book today, a French book,
TeleVisions,
by a guy called Solo.
Solo TeleVisions,
And he has a very interesting...
Edition Focus.
This book,
Lovely book.
came out in the 70s.
Yeah, he is Solo.
That's the man, yeah. The book came out in the 70s, and I bought it when I was in Paris.
Yep. Oui.
And I just love what he does with the human form and with caricature.
Let's explore.
Yes. So that's my
Jim
name.
Bridges, you signed it to yourself.
Yes, I did.
Fantastic. TeleVisions.
The word is visions, all right.
Yeah, vision.
Solo visions. And here's a perfect example. It's a colour work. Now this is
Nice.
Danny Kaye.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, with the mouth I can see and the little dot eyes. Some beautiful little
This sort of lovely movement of the hands.
simplicity.
But-
and then he's made this simplistic.
Well, he's turned him into a clown.
Yeah.
He is a clown, but he's...
Look how he's done the pencil.
Yeah.
So even in the pencil rendering, he's managed to put in light and shade to
Yeah, well, we can all do that.
explain the volume.
Yeah. And so this is...
some of the explanations that he uses here.
Well...
You'll have to get the Google translator.
Okay, well,
Babel fish.
there's a drawing of that guy, Jean-Paul, and
Yeah.
he wrote that little piece there.
Yep.
And then you have Charlie Chaplin.
Yep.
So
Nice.
it's obviously coloured, but
Yeah.
we're looking at a black and white version of it. And I think Charlie Chaplin just deserves black and white treatment, not.
Yep.
And here's an early Woody Allen,
Woody Allen.
where he's just shows the colour this way and
Yep.
breaks it all up. The madness of, I like this drawing very much,
Harpo.
the madness of Harpo
Yeah.
and the curly hair. And he's obviously, like a lot of cartoonists, they do a lot with hair.
Yeah. Well, it's
You can
decorative.
really break out of
Yeah.
your linear style or your...
Yeah.
and there's Burt Reynolds really squashed in there.
Yeah.
Just slit for eyes. And Marlon Brando...
Interesting use of, because caricatures is based on an impression you get of the person.
Yeah.
And you try to explain that in simplistic geometry or exaggerated shapes and things.
His stuff is
So
very
if you look at
geometric.
these-
His stuff is very geometric.
If you look at these slowly and carefully, right, you'll start to see the likeness
Yeah.
in the elements that he's exaggerated.
Yes.
So, with Marlon, of course, is the eyebrows and the upper lip.
Yeah, it hasn't even shown the eyes.
It's almost like a Dick Tracy moment.
yeah.
His name Grumbles.
Yeah.
Mumbles. isn't
And
it?
of course, Kirk Douglas is noted for his cleft chin. So here he's just made the cleft chin larger than the rest of the face.
Yes, John Wayne.
John Wayne, he's all broad, and then Charlton Heston is actually
It's broken into
divided
bits.
into two.
Yeah,
And having
That's
the
a very-
eyebrows as the linear thing, you don't need the eyes.
yeah. That's very clever.
And of course,
That's fun.
here's a very beautiful Charles Bronson. And
Yeah.
I love the line of the moustache just going backwards and forwards very quickly.
Yeah.
And he's got his hair combed nicely there. And he's all action.
These are, when you look at caricatures, these are a lot of fun. These are like simplifying to the utmost.
Well, but they're all recognisable. And see how
Yeah.
he chops out part of
There's
the
a
face?
part where you
He
change.
chops out part of the face to
Yeah.
accentuate. Instead of sort of drawing it that way, it's almost like they're chopped out.
Yeah.
When he does the Picasso-y sort of look,
Yeah.
There's no hair here at all, just a cut line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously
Interesting
Marilyn
decisions.
Monroe.
Yeah.
He
Fun.
softened her. He wants to soften her, but it's very cartoony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
and there's Peter Falk,
Yeah.
who
Columbo.
and Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart.
Or some people call Humphrey Go-Kart.
Yeah.
And he's got his cigarette, and it's just going smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
Beautiful decision of doing that. It's like I mean, when you look at a caricature, how far do you take the caricature before the likeness disappears?
Yes.
So that's at the point where
Yes.
it's just there and it's about to disappear if you caricature it or change it.
I like the subtle colouring. It adds a lot.
Yeah.
He's obviously riding a horse. He's got those reins here.
Yeah.
And he's got these little connections. But look at all the fabulous lines. Just
Yeah. Stylized.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
very stylised.
Yeah.
And these are French actresses.
Signoret.
She's a British actress who done a lot of work in France.
Swedish. Sydney Rome.
Yeah.
You'll have to compare Barbara Streisand, which you probably know. This is in her curly hair 70s hairstyle. Catherine Deneuve.
That's a big nose and a big lip. Only one lip, but that's, you know. And how do you draw a beautiful woman? Because she has such lovely.
You draw it. It has a passing resemblance to Catherine Deneuve, but you could probably look at Catherine Deneuve and think, yeah, she'll grow into this.
Well, that's true. That's what Picasso said about. That's what Picasso said about Gertrude Stein.
Louis Defoe.
Yeah, now we're out of our depth because these are French actors.
Yeah. I don't know the actor, but there's some beautiful.
Look, it's just a point.
Again.
The top part of the head is just balancing on.
Yeah,
here.
but look at this, the beauty of this, the balance of this face and the expression.
I think the West. I think the West know Philip Noir more than anybody else. Yeah, the sad eyes.
Paul Maurice.
Yeah. Marcello Mastroianni.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Very interesting.
Look,
Vittorio Gassman.
Just the teeth here.
Terence
that's it.
Hill.
Just a little bit of teeth here, and that's it.
Yeah, his mouth's gone. It's disappeared. Fascinating stuff. Ah, magnificent.
Michel Piccoli.
Beautiful. Look at the. You take the moustache away, the head would fall apart.
Yeah.
Gérard Depardieu.
Yes, it's got something to do with wine. That drawing.
Yeah.
Something.
But he'll explore shapes, bumps, and things, and then it'll be an excuse to explore further and take it to its end result. So these are based on an impression you get when you're drawing the face or when you're looking at the face.
They're very geometrical because it goes up to this, and then it's just a little bit, the most important bits, and then he's just done that.
So it's a feeling you get, and you're exaggerating that feeling. So the response, the drawing is the response, the caricature is the response to the face, and you are responding to that with this incredible energy and sense of fun and adventure with the pencil, because this is very adventurous.
Well, this is the feeling of Belmondo more than an actual.
So rather than doing, settling on the likeness or something you particularly like, you push it. Keep pushing until it breaks. Yeah. And just before it breaks is something extraordinary. So you'll be able to get this heightened exaggeration of personality.
I think this guy is very important. I think he's really pushed caricature in a way that hasn't been pushed before.
Yeah, I feel the decisions he makes. Each one is different. Each person is different. So the decision to exaggerate, what to exaggerate, how to do this, is going to be different for every person that he draws. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, the Popindu! Look at the almost tarot line.
Yeah.
And he
Mitterrand.
François. Yeah. And like it's got so much body in it.
Yep.
It's just a line really with a bit of,
Yeah, but again they're impressions, the profiles, the lips, these are impressions that he gets from looking at the face.
Yeah, but it also, like, he would have put in hair there, but he doesn't have to. He's just got the hair. And
you see, every face is different. Yeah. There's no ears there. Every face has a different. There's a different solution, a different journey.
I think he's very kind to Henry Kissinger.
Yeah. Ayatollah.
And that's a pretty basic image. Although I like the way it's drawn. Oh, beautiful. Broken teeth.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
It's almost like
sad
a caricature part landscape.
Yes, well, it looks a bit like the ABC symbol too, doesn't it? But it's beautiful. Look at those lines. Look at that. Like your eye goes on a line journey.
Yeah.
And he's got all this little...
Snakes and ladders.
Yeah, he's got all this
There's
hair.
the snakes.
Look at all
Oop,
this.
they're the ladders.
This moustache and the broken teeth and the sad. And he hasn't emphasised the eyes. They're the same as the shadow.
Yeah.
They're not darker, you know.
Beautiful.
That's a beautiful piece. Beautiful. Yeah. Jimmy Carter's all teeth. Edward Kennedy. Ronald Reagan. Well, that's interesting. They all did stuff with his hair, didn't they? And he's going back to this.
He's gone to these exaggerated cheeks.
Yeah.
Sneaky eyes, and it's very, very clever.
Yeah. And so here's the blackout section. Just take bits off the face, and then.
So they're like geometrical objects of their own right, balanced one on top of the other.
Perfectly balanced.
So you could imagine these would make beautiful sculptures.
Yeah, like the backgrounds in those Warner Brothers cartoons, the Coyote. You know, those balancing rocks. You know.
Yeah. Or the balancing rocks from Kokomo.
Yeah. And here's another example of it, just breaking up the face into bits.
Yeah.
Just into bits.
So he's cutting away things that he doesn't need to tell the face.
That's interesting because he just blacks it off.
And he just makes this into this comical...
In those Picasso-y lines. So
comical composition.
There's a way you can, you know, if you're a caricaturist...
I like that one more than the...
You like that one more?
I like that one more.
Yeah, so do I.
I like it more than
he's getting it down to essentials. Getting it down to essentials. Karajan. The power of him. I mean, he's putting his music into his hair, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
It's a great nose too, isn't
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But every nose is different.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And these are all composers.
Where's the cuff?
I like the twist on the Hector Berlioz.
Yeah, Brahms.
Yeah. And it's all black there.
Yeah.
That's interesting too, because he's done the same thing again. He's just gotten rid of the rest of the face and put it down there. So you can be brave enough to do that.
Yeah.
You have to be brave enough to do that because something in your head says no, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are, but I like he spent a bit of time.
Yeah, this is
rendering
stamped.
these in a special way.
This is scribble.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just.
He's very good at this, and then he spends a bit of time.
This guy, the silhouettes in this book are incredible. The silhouettes here are so brilliant, you know. And then you have this balancing rock thing happening. Those two things are very, very interesting and very funny.
Even the eyes, they're not blacked in; they're just
scribbled.
And he spent all that time on the hair because he just felt like it, you know. That's a great. I don't know how that bloke looks like, but it looks great.
Yeah.
Don't know who he is. The teeth.
So a raised eyebrow will distort the flesh.
Yeah.
Distort the features.
And the head's just worry lines.
The mole that's sort of like this looks like a bum.
Yeah, but the head's just worry lines. The whole head is just worry lines.
Like mumbles.
Yeah, I don't think all French people look like this.
No.
That's a lovely shape, and then the nose within it.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, well that's it, folks. We've reached the end of our little journey.
Yeah. So that's him. Very funny.
Check him out on the web, Solo.
Yeah.
Solo. He's dead now, but I think he during the 68...
He contributed something very powerful to caricatures. And I think if you love caricatures as much as we do, you should check out Solo. Definitely have a look for this book on French eBay, on Canadian eBay.
Behave yourself.
Okay. But you'll love this. We've enjoyed this book, and we've enjoyed showing it to you.
And I hope you people out there can just have a go at it, you know, and have another look at Picasso.
Of what?
Because Picasso was a caricaturist, in my opinion.
We'll talk about that next time.
Okay. This is Jim Bridges and
Monsieur Francis Cantor, and I will see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.